Howdy folks, this is Greg with Rocky Mountain Tiny Houses. Today I'm going to present the Pemberley tiny house. This is a 30-foot plus 7-foot gooseneck, so 37 total feet. It's commissioned by a military family of 5. It's an ultra high quality build. And we're starting on the outside here. It's a custom trailer made in Denver. Triple axle, heavy duty. One unique feature about this trailer, it has Dexter air ride suspension. This is the first one that they've ever done. We'll zoom into some of these components here. You see the mini split on its own little mount. You'll see up in the corner there, that is the compressor. These black tanks are the tanks for the air ride suspension, the reserve tanks. That little orange box is a control system for a Bigfoot 6-point automatic leveling system that we installed on this trailer. There we're looking at one of the main front jacks. So they're hydraulic. There's a little battery on the front that runs the motors. They're designed for RVs, but you can make them fit for something like this. It doesn't have storage batteries like an RV would, but you just have a little controller that tops off the batteries. So you saw the jack in front of the axles. Here's the jack in the rear of the axles. If we scoot up under, you'll note the airbags for the air ride suspension. Each tire has its own bag, so they're independently controlled. Although the air pressure for all 6 tires remains the same, they articulate individually. You get a really incredibly smooth ride with this Dexter air ride. On the back, you'll see propane tanks. You cannot travel with propane tanks on the rear in case someone rear-ends you. So what that is just a mount. There's only one propane appliance in the house, and that's the water heater. So we didn't want to run tanks 37 feet from front to rear, so we had them just mount. When they travel, they'll just put the tanks in the truck and then mount them on that rack when need to. So what we're seeing here is the owner's truck topper. Since it's a gooseneck trailer, you cannot tow a gooseneck trailer with a truck topper on, so you have to take it off. And he wanted a way to be able to transport the topper with the house every time they move, since they do plan on moving often. So we came up with a system, a frame that is on the rear of the house. The topper attaches to that frame, and you'll see at the end here how the whole thing works. There's a cable system and some pivots, and the whole thing articulates so that it folds out. You put the topper on and it folds back into the house. So stay tuned a little later and we'll show you how that all works. Now looking at the entry door, and lots of large windows for big views and light into the house. You'll get a feel once we move towards the inside. The exterior is a cedar board and bat. Main color purple, dark with the dark gray trim. Some people love it, some people are kind of scratching their heads, but overall I think it makes a pretty powerful statement for the exterior siding. We're getting ready to move to the inside. It's a really nice latch set on this entry door. All of the walls and ceiling are a poplar, a 3/8 tongue and groove poplar that we clear coated. The flooring is kind of dark until the camera gets adjusted, but that is a cork flooring. They call it Kilmartin pine, the type of finish. But pretty durable. It'll hold up well on lots of traffic. We're looking at the ladder that access the 2 lofts and the catwalk. It is mounted to a caster, a wheel caster, so that it can swivel up and out of the way of the living room, so they can maximize their living room space while they're down there. They'll put some furniture, some couches, and just lounge space, some big TVs. So right now it's out of the way. We'll come back in a minute. Now we're looking into the kitchen area. There's a quite hefty Liberty safe right there for safeguarding. There's a drawer for storage underneath that pulls out. On top of that, a Kimberly wood stove, vented straight out the roof. He wanted these fantastic granite countertops. It's called Orinoco. This is natural stone. Really great variation in the colors and the texture. We wanted this Mealy induction cooktop, 4-burner cooktop, installed onto the counter. Right below it is a matching combi steam oven, so it has the ability to cook with steam or convection. On the opposite side of the kitchen, some nice Schuler cabinets, more granite. Those are audio-video jacks for him to plug in his TV and speakers. They go into a cabinet to hide the computer and other equipment. Undermount stainless sink. We built this butcher block top to cover the sink, but also give some extra prep surface. Moving into more of what we're calling the utility space. A top-of-the-line Bosch 10 cubic foot refrigerator. Very pricey fridge, but very much worth it with the features that come with that appliance. LG washer combo. I'm sorry, they're not combos, they're individual appliances. Pull-out pantry. Lots of room for cans, dry goods, extra cooking, pots and pans, utensils. Really heavy-duty slides there. Into the laundry area, we've got storage above and below. And once again, the units they're very high-end, very large capacity washer-dryer units. Family of 5 once again. Across from those, this is the main storage. So this is about 54 inches worth of closet for most of the family. There's closets that we'll see in other parts, but the bulk of their clothing will fit into this one large closet. One of the fun parts, ship ladder railing up into the gooseneck section. There's a pocket door right here that will close off this room for complete privacy. It's not shown, but they're going to place a trundle bed, a bunk bed. So that's 2 normal bunks, and then there's a pull-out bed on bottom for guests, for the kids. But it'll sleep 3. They each have their own window. Hunter Douglas blind package. These were really expensive but nice blinds. Every window has them. They're all cut to fit. Easy pull down operation. So that is the gooseneck bedroom. You could fit, a master bedroom up there if you wanted, but that's they wanted it elsewhere. They wanted the kids to have more of the space. Custom handles the customers picked out. Yeah, I didn't talk about, we just missed it right there. That's a Mealy vent hood, a really fancy vent hood that communicates with the stove about how much fan to apply based on how much cooking you're doing. Moving into the bathroom, 18-inch vanity. This is a Kohler lighted medicine cabinet. That's a Panasonic whisper wall vent, keep the humidity out. Back of the bathroom, very big Rinnai on-demand propane water heater. That space will be a dehumidifier to also further remove moisture out of the house, particularly the bathroom. Really fancy round shower. That backdrop, that enclosure is silestone, believe it or not, made to look like a granite. So that round door just swings around and opens up when you need to. So it's a small bathroom, but quite nice. Here's a view of the pocket door. It's a welded steel frame with beetle kill pine on the inside of that door. So now we're ready to go back up to the loft. You get to see this ladder in action one more time. It's kind of hard one-handed with the camera, so pardon my sloppiness here. But it hooks into place, and you can climb on up. Takes you into the catwalk. If we go left, we will enter the master bedroom. We can fit a king-size bed up here. Here, give me a minute to flip directions. I'm on my knees here. Now we're looking towards the front of the house. So this is, if you're in bed, this is sort of what your view would be. Looking through these louvers. So this was our solution to providing some privacy in both of these bedrooms up here. Custom fabricated. It took a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of very careful fabrication to make these things work, but they work really well. They do close the space off quite nicely. In the catwalk, that's a Gooseneck, so that's a heat recovery ventilator for times in the winter when you need fresh air but you don't want to waste all your heat. It recovers heat while exchanging air. Moving into the bonus bedroom. So for now, I think this will just be a kid's playroom, but once that, they just had a baby, once that kid is a little older, one of the children will get to sleep up in here, or maybe two children. Two closets for some more clothing storage space or toys or whatever they might have a need for. And it also has louvers that can be closed off for privacy in that space, and you're back to the catwalk and down the ladder. That is the interior portion. So now we're moving on to how this topper functions. This is really rough video, still in the shop, I apologize. But you see here Cameron is cranking the winch up, and there's tracks that mount onto the house itself, and the frame rolls up these tracks via the hand winch, and it reaches a certain point, kind of tops out, and this is at what point you switch to the telescoping arms. So it takes a few people, one or two people holding the frame up while another person pulls the latch pins, and once the pins come out, that thing can lower straight down and flush out with the rear of the house. The whole frame cinches up to the house with some turnbuckles, and we also added some extra pins into the track as a backup in case anything failed. So it is fairly safe and overbuilt, and it has been tested over 400 miles and so far is working great. So this concludes the video tour of the 37-foot Pemberley Gooseneck tiny house. For more information, pictures, data, please visit our website. That can be found at RockyMountainTinyHouses.com. Again, thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.